It's the Sal and Rich Show. I'm your announcer, Artie Intel, and as we listen to our new theme music composed by the very famous musical genius, Jack Graham, Sal and Rich are going to talk about the biggest social event of the year. So you're probably thinking, it's one of those royal weddings, you know, Prince Charlie and Trigger or Harry and that actress. Well, you're wrong. This was Sal's daughter, Anne-Marie, and his new son-in-law, Quentin. And what a beautiful wedding it was. Sal, tell us all about it.
Thank you, Artie. Good old Artie Intel. It was a beautiful
Artie
wedding.
Intel.
And we've had quite a few people asking us about it, and were we going to do a podcast on it? And so this is the podcast for the wedding of the century. We're not talking about Meghan and Harry. That was a loser wedding.
God. Yes.
How you doing,
Wasn't
buddy?
I am doing great. Like $1 million in the Biden administration.
Doesn't go very far, does it?
No,
All
it
right,
doesn't. But there's no inflation.
There is no inflation, no. Anyway, we're not going to do
There's no
politics.
inflation.
We try not to do that. Let's see. We are going to show you some pictures from the wedding, and you have to bear with us because this is another technical feat that our software provides us with, and if it works properly, I'll look like a genius. Can you
look at that.
There you go.
Yes, I can.
I'm a genius, and I have a beautiful daughter.
Yes. And thank God she looks like Patty.
I say that every day. I think Anne-Marie does too. So let me give you a little bit of background on this, and we'll kind of flip through some of these pictures. The wedding took place on May 19th in a venue called Tuscan Ridge, and it's about 40 minutes east of where we live in Charlotte. We found this place about a year ago, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. And in fact, Patty and I saw it. We put money down on the place because they had May 19th open, and the kids hadn't even seen it yet. So we had gone to like 3 other places, and then when they saw this site, Tuscan Ridge, they fell in love with it. So that was what made the whole thing. I mean, just having a nice setting. The people who own it, Lacey, she's a fantastic lady. So anyway, the weekend started with family coming in on Thursday and Friday. We had people over on Friday doing a pizza party, and on Saturday, we had a great idea. We've done this before in Charlotte. They have a funny bus. I don't know if they have these in Philly. Rich, do they have a funny bus in Philly? Do you know?
Well, they sort of do. It's called Take a Chance Bus.
Okay.
They drive you up through Kensington and see if you make it out alive.
Everybody has a gun. No, we didn't have that.
Except the police.
No, what we have.
Unfortunately, I don't think Philadelphia is as sophisticated with Charlotte. And I will tell you, I thought downtown Charlotte was amazing. It was beautiful. And I felt really good, safe there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a safe city. I mean, they have their issues too. There's shootings, but it's nothing like the other major cities. But anyway, this funny bus is a franchise, and so it's really cool. You get on the bus, and we must have had like 20 people, and there's a comedian that does the tour, and he just makes you laugh hysterically. And we, like I said, we did it before, and we really enjoyed it. Everybody had a good time. We grabbed dinner, and that's when you joined us, because you flew in later that afternoon on Saturday, and we went to this upscale food court called Monarch, and that was great. And walking around the city and everything.
It was real nice.
It was. And we were fortunate. The weather was nice and all that. And then the event on Sunday, and that was a fabulous day. So I'll take you through some of these photos. So bear with me because it's a little bit technically challenging here. So this is a photo of Patty and Anne-Marie, and it was funny. The background on this is the photographer told the both of them to look lovingly at each other, and it lasted like a second, and they both started laughing. It was so funny, cracked me up. Patty looks absolutely gorgeous.
Two beautiful people right there.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean that gown is just perfect for her. And again, that's as most women know. Whenever you're trying to find something for an event like this, it's never easy. And Patty was very fortunate to find a local place that sells wedding gowns and all that kind of stuff guys don't care about or don't know anything about. So anyway, here's another photo of Mom and Anne-Marie. And our photographer was fantastic. She was just a delight to work with. And she did an incredible job. I mean, literally, we have, like almost 2,000 photos. And I don't think I've seen them all. But we were very pleased with the way they all came. This is an emotional moment. Anne-Marie had given each of us a gift, and Patty got a little teary-eyed there. One of many tears that were shed that day, for sure. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And then my sister, Lisa, this is a picture of her with Anne-Marie. She was the minister for the ceremony, and she did a fabulous job, and we got some photos of that later. My middle sister, Barbara, and her husband, Bill, unfortunately couldn't make it. Bill's can't travel. He's got a severe back issue. So, but they were there in spirit, and we thought of them. Actually, my niece Gina live streamed the ceremony so that they could see the ceremony. This is what we call the Faz face, when we look at each other and make a goofy face. And again, it was one of these things the photographer said, look lovingly at each other, and that's what happened. So much for being lovingly. Let
me go back to that photo one more time. That was a great. That's an interesting photo.
Hold on. Hold on.
What exactly was?
What?
Look at that. Daddy and his little girl.
Yeah.
She's saying, I am so sick of you. He's thinking, oh, another $20,000 and we're done.
Oh, God almighty. I don't even want to think about that. But yeah.
That's a great pick. That's a real nice pick.
It really, that one turned out really well. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, so we got
the next one's going to be.
The next one's I wore these socks, and I had to take a picture. The photographer said, "What do you got on your socks?" Well, our dog couldn't be there, but that's Tux on my socks. We found these in the store, and it just looks exactly like Tux. So that was the socks that I wore that day. Let's see now.
That's interesting. What store did you find those in?
It's funny that the place it's called the Painted Tree, and you walk in the door and they got a bunch of stuff in there. But my God, they must have had 500 different kinds of socks. I mean, it was just insane. So anyway, here's the next picture. Me walking Patty down the aisle to her seat. She's looking lovely as usual.
That's a great.
Isn't that a good one?
Yes.
I like that one.
Yes.
And then.
And the venue, so nice inside. Look at that.
Yeah, it's
beautiful venue.
It was a really, really nice venue. Let's see. Where are we? There's Quentin waiting for Anne-Marie. That's another cool photo. And
he was so happy that day.
Wasn't he?
He was unbelievable.
Yeah. He's a great guy.
Really, he was just one happy guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was when I was walking Anne-Marie down the aisle, here it is. She whispered to me, she says, Quentin had tears in his eyes, and she said, he's crying. And then look at that bozo in the back there.
Look at that guy.
Who the hell's that?
How could that be?
Jeez, I can't get away from this guy. He's following me all the way to the wedding. Unbelievable.
Hold the microphone up, Rich. Make sure you film me.
That's right. Film me.
What
Rich.
about
It's all about me.
Don't worry about her.
There's another view of us walking down the aisle.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool? And then here's me hugging Q. We call him Q.
I like that.
Yeah, I told him, I said, be good to her. And then this one.
That's not how you said that. I heard you say that.
You heard me?
It was more in a tone like they started playing the background music to the Sopranos. You be careful with her.
That's right. Take care of her. Otherwise, I'll find you.
The family will find out. The family does make sure.
That's right. We'll mess around. So, yeah, that was an emotional moment.
I don't think you have any problems with him. He's a great guy.
He really is. I mean, that's what you want. You want your daughter to be happy. Here's Patty. I call this one Happy Patty. She had a great day. And then we got Mom taking a bouquet. What's that?
And
then my sister getting ready.
She was happy because she didn't. She was great, your sister, doing that job.
Wasn't she?
Really?
I thought she did a great job. She
really was.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We were so happy that they
and she
they
lives
could make it
in
Tampa Bay.
She lives where? Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Tampa Bay, and literally like a couple of blocks away from my sister Barbara. So they're pretty close down there. So here's the beginning of the ceremony, and there's a black and white version of it. Let's see here. And the ceremony is over, and I'm taking Patty out. There's that guy again. Can't get rid of him. That sober guy.
Is. Here I is.
Yeah. And this is me giving the toast. And for all of you folks that are watching this or listening to it, Rich was kind enough to video my toast, and so I won't give any more insight into what I did. But
whoa. Hold on a second.
Okay,
I wasn't kind enough. I was told I had to. Make sure you record me, and don't record the bride, just me.
He hands me the recording and sends it to me, and I'm looking at it. I was up there for 5 minutes. I was like, "What the hell, Jesus!" Yeah. Anyway,
yes.
I tend to be a ham sometimes. This is from the guy who was shy in high school. Not anymore. Oh, nope. Stay in the studio. Here we are. Wrong button. All right. Let's see. Let's grab a couple more of these. There's the. Oh, that's me. more of my speech. Sorry about that. But then we had the first dance.
It's about me. It's
all about me. It's about Salvatore.
That's nice.
Isn't that a good picture?
It's nice you included a picture of them. Yeah.
That's what Patty said when I showed her all. She says, "Where's the bride and the groom?" Oh my God! Then the dad-daughter dance. There we go. And I was goofing around with her, but that was a good picture. And got a couple more of these. Let's see. Oh, and I got her. I started twirling around. I said to her at one point, I said, "This is boring." I said, "Let's just do something." I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So she was kind to play along. She said, "Dad, you're crazy." So anyway, we had a good laugh with that. You know. Here. Oh, and then when I gave my speech, this was their response to it. They were laughing. That was another great photo. Let's see here. Brandon is Quentin's best friend, so he gave a speech. Really nice guy, and his wife Jess was there also at the party, at the get together.
That was a great speech. Great speech.
It was a really good speech. There's a picture of the cake and the cake cutting with a beautiful cake. And let's see here. Got a couple more. Oh, you know what? We had a coffee truck. I forgot about that. Rich, tell them about the coffee.
Truck was the coffee truck. The coffee was great. I mean,
It
blueberry coffee.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to hit that, and nobody knew about the truck. And I went outside and I said, you closing up or what? He went, nobody's coming out of here. So I went back in and told everybody, the truck's out there.
Good.
I said, order anything you want because Sal's paying for it.
Cost me another $1,000. Thanks. Oh God.
I sat there at the truck. I said, "You're only having one? Take some home."
You bastard. And then here's another funny moment. Not a funny moment. This is a beautiful moment. Look at Jan and Rich in the crowd. That was a great photo of the two of you.
Yes.
Great photo.
There we go.
And then there's one of you and me. If I can find it. Here it is. I don't know what you were saying. I think you were talking about the bill. I said, you're sharing it. The coffee bill, buddy.
His left arm, there's a knife in it. He's twisting it in my back as he speaks.
Exactly. And then finally, I want to show this photo. This is our Virginia family. The guy holding the camera is Eugen, his wife Serena, and Tracy, and Paul Lee. Paul is a dentist, and Patty worked for him, and that's how we got to know this whole family. They're sweet, sweet people, and we were so happy they made the trip from Virginia. And they've known Anne-Marie pretty much her entire life. So, so that is it. I don't want to. I mean, there's more.
I will say this: it was a beautiful wedding. The venue was great. The interaction among everybody was, to me, just amazing. Everybody was very friendly.
Yeah.
The gentleman who was your MC, I don't know if you have a photo of him or
Gervais.
not.
Yes. He was great.
Oh man, he was great. The disc jockey was great.
Yeah,
it was a really nice event. You hated to see the night end.
I know. It was, and for us, there was so much that was going on, and I tried to be in the moment as much as I could, but then you get pulled for pictures and all that kind of stuff and do a 5-minute speech, so I was very busy.
That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem with Toronto wedding, because you do miss a lot of it.
You do. Yep. In fact, the other day I found out that there was somebody there that it was going to be on a future podcast. He's a former Secret Service agent. He was there. I didn't even know he was there. I didn't see him. Sean Quarmby.
Really?
So, yep. Anyway, nice guy. So
was he at the police table in back of me?
I think he was at that table. Yeah, with all of Anne-Marie's.
There was a whole table of police officers there. Nice guys.
Yeah, those were folks that Anne-Marie worked with at Pine Hill and Mid Hill. Those are all local suburbs of Charlotte. So,
okay.
Anyway, we appreciate you asking for the pictures and participating and watching and seeing this whole thing. It was a blast. We're happy for Anne-Marie and Quentin. And we're going to end with the speech that Rich recorded, which was the toast that I made, which went on forever. But so stay tuned for that. And Rich, thanks for doing that. And we'll see everybody. Take care.
Oh, no problem.
That's right. It's happening. With that same energy, the Godfather, Thomas Salvatore. You come to me in my daughter's wedding asking for favors. I'm reaching in the back room. If there comes a day when I need that favor returned, you know what you will do, right? Remember that. Okay, so that behind me. This day is all about family. And the Italians like to say "la famiglia," and it is true. We have my blood family right at this table. We have what Anne-Marie, introduce everybody because I'm getting a nod from my wife. It's the sinister minister, my sister, Lisa, brother-in-law Frank, my niece Gina, Eric, world famous for doing a podcast with us. My wife, who's amazing. Nikki, who looks like my son, but he's not. And his girlfriend, Meg. So that's the blood family. But Anne-Marie came up with a great term, because we've lived in a lot of different states. Some people think I'm on witness protection, but I'm not. And so she came up with this term, chosen family. And it's really true. Everywhere we've lived, we've come up with chosen family. So our South Carolina family, chosen family is right here. This is true. This goes to our Virginia family. This part of the table, the Vances and the Davises, they're from North Carolina. They're our North Carolina family. We have a Rhode Island contingent back over here. We have our Atlanta contingent. And Anne-Marie's second grade teachers. You can't make yourself up. And Sarah, she's from North Carolina, River Landing. Betty, what's her name? There are North Carolina, there are Emerald family, and Patty's cousin. So, I could go here all night. And of course, Quentin has his sister China here. China. And his best friend Jane. And you're all right, folks. The other thing is, there's a lot of folks on this side. I know some of you, I don't know you all by name, but you're here for a reason because you're part of Anne-Marie's and Quentin's family. So thank you all for coming. We really, really appreciate that. And thank you all very much. So, May 19th is a very special day, and that's why Anne-Marie and Quentin honored our family by picking this day, because 73 years ago, my parents were married on this date in Brooklyn, New York. It's a special date. It really is, and thank you guys. We really, really appreciate that. And 2 years later, I was born. So, and it was the day after Christmas, so Jesus said, "Wait a day. You can't steal the day from me, Sal. So wait a day." So, anyway, I have not seen my daughter this happy in I don't know how long. It is a joy to see her that way. Every parent wants their child to be happy. Thank you, Quentin. Quentin has been a wonderful addition to our family, and you want to see your daughter happy, and she's extremely happy. So I appreciate that. I know Patty does too. And so I will leave you with these words. And every time I use these words on my 60th birthday when I'm in front of people, I think it reflects the philosophy of how everybody should live their life. It's all about love. And the great philosophers, John Lennon and Paul McCartney, used this in the Abbey Road album. It's the song at the end. It's called The End. And so it goes like this. So in the end, the love that you make, thank you, is equal to the love that you take. And look what we made, Patty.